Hi, and welcome to my review of this £3 mouse that I picked up on eBay, and it's usually going around called the Blue LED gaming mouse, and it does have adjustable DPI. So just get into it. It feels like any normal mouse. It feels a bit smaller, and just as you go around, obviously you can see the main thing that you see what catches your eye is the blue black light colour, and it is very bright, especially it can blind you at times. So I'll just have a quick look at the mouse itself. So obviously the first thing you find when you buy a mouse on eBay for £3 is you're going to have some problems with it, and here as you can see the spell check isn't the best as comply does not spell correctly. But apart from that, the mouse, it feels like any other about £10–15 plastic mouse does. There's no sharp corners or anything around it. As you can see here, I've run my finger along it and it doesn't hurt at all. And the blue light is quite nice, although it is a bit different. It is a bit annoying if you do catch the light in a certain way. It does blind you if you're using it, which is a bit annoying. But the DPI switch, I am pleased to report, does work, and so does the scroll wheel, although that is a bit stiff whilst you use it. And here, moving around to the left side of the mouse, just where your thumb rests is the back and forward keys, and these are very soft, so they are very easy to knock accidentally, which isn't that annoying in games if you've not got them programmed, but especially if you're browsing the web, you can easily find yourself going back about 2 to 3 pages before you even realise that you've pushed the button. So obviously that is quite annoying. But saying that, you're just taking a while to get used to a new mouse, so it's not that bad. The mouse itself, it does move around the cloth particularly well, like any other mouse to be honest. And the mouse does not weigh that much. It is very light. Obviously it's not got the heaviest plastics when it's been built, but it is light. And the cable, this is one downside that I have found, the cable is not very, well, it is very rigid, so it doesn't have any give in it at all. Well, it does have a bit, but not much. So after it does need breaking in, so I have had to like stick it behind my monitor to keep it tight there, so then it's got a nice bit of slack for where I have my mouse pad. But aside from that, the cable is not a deal breaker. You can still move your mouse freely. And as I said before, the scroll wheel, it does have the click action as well, but it is quite stiff, so if you're going to be flicking through your guns quite quickly, you might want to look for a different mouse. And onto the keys themselves, I can't complain. They are very easy to click, and they give a nice satisfying responsive click, so you know you've clicked it. And they do register quite a lot of clicks, and as you can see it's all moulded into one, so it's the whole plastic, it is very flexible. But here the one downside, if you're like me and you like to hold it a bit in the tips of your fingers and you click very on the end, it does lift the mouse up, which does get annoying after a while, so you've got to change your style. So obviously if you're a bit like a claw grip like me, you might want to choose a different mouse. But overall I'd rate this mouse an 8 out of 10. It does say powered on blue afterwards when you turn your computer off, which does get quite annoying, but that could be my computer. But aside from that, it does what you need from a mouse. If you're looking to change or your mouse is broken, I would spend £3 first before buying another mouse, because obviously you've not much lost, and it does help you try out different designs. So what are my thoughts? Yes, I would recommend buying this. Now I know some people will say, why are you spending £3 to be the only input alongside the keyboard into your computer? But I think it's not a false economy, because at the end of the day, a mouse is a mouse. I mean, obviously there are better sensors knocking around, but is your accuracy going to be that much affected by a simple sensor?